my name's Lena. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I have a hypothyroid. Right now you're in my living room. I don't have any fancy cameras or lighting or anything. I'm filming this on my iPad. And I just really wanted to share with you guys my daily struggles and what my life is like after having a total thyroidectomy. And, give you an account from somebody who genuinely is hypothyroid. So if you think that you're hypothyroid or if you're struggling with your thyroid condition, I hope that I can, help you guys and share with you what's worked for me and what hasn't. And I think, already if you're watching this, you're probably people exactly like me. You're probably laying there in bed late at night watching YouTube videos, looking up, accounts and experiences and what works and what not from people with hypothyroid or thyroid issues. So I hope I'm not too boring for you and that I can keep you entertained along the way. If you are interested, keep watching. I had my thyroid removed in an operation known as a total thyroidectomy, and I had it removed because I had a goiter. What I think I might do is I'll probably do a separate video which will be sort of like a story time. I'll go into depth. It's just too long to sort of do that now, but I'll do a separate video about how I discovered my lump and the whole it took me a long time to sort of succumb to actually wanting to remove it. But yeah, and I guess what I used to eat, what the symptoms I had, with a goiter and whatnot. So yeah, I'll probably do that a little later. The reason I really wanted to start this channel and start this journey with you guys and share everything with you was because I felt like there wasn't a hypothyroid voice, like a genuine account from someone who really is hypothyroid. There's a lot of people on the internet that are self-diagnosed. There's a lot of fitness gurus and health gurus and whatnot, like Instagram hipsters that sort of talk about hypothyroid and whatnot, but they don't actually have it, so they don't actually know or experience the things that we go through. And I just feel like a lot of the information that they give is so bad. If I had $1 for every time I saw one of these people recommend like vegetable smoothies, green smoothies, and they'll tell you to throw in raw spinach, raw broccoli with some soy milk or almond milk or coconut milk, I'd probably be a millionaire by now. Okay, so what are you going to see when you come to my channel? Well, hopefully I would really love to put videos out there of me reviewing, pills and diets and exercise programs, I guess, that people claim to help with hypothyroid. At the moment, for example, I just finished trialing probiotics. I haven't taken probiotics for, probably like 10 years. So I just finished, a program of probiotics. I wish I had have started documenting that earlier. And I think I said before as well, I started intermittent fasting and, so I really want to document, starting from now, my experience with things that claim to help with hypothyroid. Things like, how I navigate through, obviously, the weight loss, weight gain, how I keep my hair from falling out, because as you would know, that's a side effect of thyroid. You get crazy hair fallout. having crazy dry skin. So yeah, what skincare works, what skincare doesn't work, things like that. That's what I'd really like to document and share with you guys. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. The thyroid issue is huge. Like there is, such a broad spectrum like with thyroid health. Like there's like a statistic somewhere where I think it's like 12% of the US population have some form of a thyroid condition, and 60% of that group of people don't know that they have a thyroid condition. I mean 12% of the US population is something like 60 million people. There are so many different types of thyroid, and that's the other thing that, is generally a red flag for me when somebody talks about thyroid health as sort of like a general term, because you've got hypothyroid, which is what I am, hyperthyroid, then you've got things like Hashimoto's, Graves', people with a goiter, then you have people that have had a partial total thyroidectomy, that's when they've had half their thyroid removed, and people like me who've had a total thyroidectomy. So each of those conditions have different symptoms, and everyone on the planet will, experience the symptoms of every single one of those thyroid issues. So it's sort of like, it is so broad. So for example, when you have hypothyroid, you can feel extreme lethargia. I mean, what person on the planet hasn't felt tired before? Hashimoto's is another one that really, like, it just drains you of your energy. And so it's sort of, when you read the symptoms of thyroid, each individual thyroid, like, so many people are like, well, yeah, I experienced that. I feel that. I really want to put this out there because I feel like I'm very passionate about this. I feel like nobody has said this. One of the biggest misconceptions about thyroid is that it's caused by having a bad diet. And it's just not. It's just a total, it's just totally wrong. It's inaccurate. My personal experience, for example, as I was saying before, I had a goiter. You get a goiter from eating what's known as goitergen foods. Goitergen foods are things like, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, spinach, cabbage, horseradish, kale, cauliflower, turnips, rapeseed, mustard greens, and it's not just vegetables as well, it's also fruits. Like I think, what are the goitergen fruits? They are pears, peaches, lima beans, linseed. Well, they're not fruits, they're like starchy foods, but strawberries, peanuts, sweet potatoes, what else? Have I missed anything? Corn, cassavas, so, and pretty much all soy foods, so things like, anything with soy, soybeans, soy milk, tofu, tempeh. So yeah, that is like the biggest misconception out there, that people that have a thyroid are people that, developed a thyroid condition because that they ate, they had an unhealthy lifestyle, and it's just not true. I used to absolutely love broccoli. I used to eat broccoli every way you can imagine. I would bake it. I used to come home from work. I had like this steamer, and I would have it ready. Like I would chop it up in the morning, my broccoli, and put it in this steamer and get home from work and steam it. I used to love crunchy broccoli. Like I'm Italian, I have an Italian background, so we call crunchy vegetables al dente, as just the same as we call our spaghetti. But yeah, that's how I liked to eat my broccoli, al dente. I also like to bake out of my broccoli. Like I loved making it like really crisp. with some olive oil and sea salt. So yeah, I used to eat a lot of broccoli, a lot of spinach, and I also went through this crazy period. Again, I'll probably go into more details about this in my story time, but I personally believe that my goiter that I got was because I went through a phase where I was drinking soy milk, and I was buying these soy protein balls. At the time, they were like, now everyone makes protein balls, but at the time there was like one brand, I don't remember the name of it, but I was obsessed with these peanut protein balls. Peanut, again, is another goitogen. And I would buy these protein balls and I would keep them in my handbag, and I would just like, you know, eat them as snacks like crazy. I'd buy like 15 and have them in my handbag and constantly like eat these little peanut protein balls. So yeah, I really wanted to just put that out there, that people that have thyroid are not necessarily people that were, you know, had these like unhealthy, lazy, gluttonous lifestyles. Okay, so that's it. I hope that I've been able to keep this really short and that I haven't like bored you guys for too long. Thanks for your time. Again, I really hope you enjoyed this. I would love to reach and meet, I guess, more people that are going through the same thing, that are experiencing, you know, the hypothyroid journey. You know, we can learn through sharing. I'll try to keep my videos really short. That's one of my goals, and as well as I'll try to post as many videos as possible that are informative, you know, and I guess let you guys peek inside the life of, I'm just like a normal gal from Sydney, Australia, living with a thyroid condition, and I hope to share that with you guys. And yeah, I guess like how I managed to not gain a shitload of weight and still eat like pasta and cake every now and then. But yeah, see you guys soon.